Alright, what's going on? Agaran Yu-Gi-Oh! We got another deck profile, top 4. Let them know what you played. Introduce yourself.
So what's going on, guys? It's your boy DJ. Most of y'all know me from Cool Stuff Hollywood. Today I played a little bit of a weird deck. It was what we like to call branded Gradles. So yeah, the Gradle monsters, man. People haven't seen them since like 2017, bro. Smashing on your monsters.
Any shout outs?
Of course, I gotta shout out all my boys. My boy Danny. Obviously, my boy Miles, my boy Malik, you know, all my friends who've helped me through all this testing, my boy Chris also, my other friends, Isaiah, everyone pretty much at Cool Stuff, man. I love you guys. You guys always help me, make fun of me, say weird stuff, but yeah, appreciate it.
Congratulations. Let's get into it.
So, coming into the main deck, I'm going to go over the hand traps first. Pretty standard, main deck, just 3 Troll and 3 Ash. Pretty standard. Ash gave me the coverage I needed, and Troll came up when it came out realistically. Onto the Gradle package. 3 Eagle. And 3 Alligator. So, in theory, right now, these are the better ones. There's one for Monster and Trap, Spell. There's one for all 3. All of them get triggered if destroyed by battle. I prefer this and this over Cobra, only because Cobra is bigger, and most of the time things aren't being destroyed specifically by a trap effect. A lot of times people are popping stuff nowadays with the field spell secondary effects, so this can sometimes come up. And then Eagle is generic. It tends to happen most of the time, which is through the battle and or by a monster effect. So.
With Unchained growing in popularity, would you consider playing Cobra since they hit on the trap that pops a card?
I would, but the problem with that is the representation. I don't expect to fight an overabundance of Unchained. I am expecting it definitely if I were to go to a premiere event.
Okay.
Moving on from there, we played what I like to call the Fenrir package, which is simply just 3 Fenrir. Doesn't really need much explaining. Most people know it does. Then I played also the Brave package. Played 3 Water Enchantress and of course the 1 Wandering Griffin Rider. Happy to have him in Ultra because, you know, rarity upgrade. Then on to engine number 235. We are also playing the branded package. So we are playing 2 Fallen of Albaz as our bricks. Then come for even more bricks. Our favorite friends to draw all day today. Our friends from the Destiny Hero package. So, Fusion Destiny, you know. We gotta play as many bricks as possible. I never want to win a game. Then we have the weirdo cards that I like. Obviously, Hard to Make Dragoon, and this is my quote-unquote good light target. I love dumping this with Albion, with Brand Fusion, make Albion, and then Albion will get Imperm, Veilered, whatever the case may be, and then we can still use Lord, send a dead card in hand, get 3,500 body on the floor. So it's always good to have. Also, outing cards in your hand by pitching a dead spell or a trap is really clutch. Then we go into the cards that resolved every time it was activated, allegedly. Fusion Destiny. You know, when this card resolves, it still summons a good card. So
it's alive.
It's alive. Also, the synergy between this and the Gradles is always pretty fun. You can DPE pop an Eagle and pop another card, and then Eagle Graveyard Effect will trigger to target a monster and take control of it. So you get that additional plus also. Then, of course, the if this resolves, I sometimes win the game. Branded Fusion. Realistically, I love drawing this. This was in my hand all day. It felt good to have Branded Fusion and Fusion Destiny. Your opponent would Ash 1 and feel really, really stupid about not having it for the other. And because it was ulti, you know, sometimes it resolved. It didn't resolve all the time. It was cool. I am playing just War Crime as part of my deck, so we are playing Super Polys. Honestly, loved it today. The only thing it didn't come up against was surprisingly Vanadium. I played the Super Poly targets, as I'll show when I get to the extra deck. But unfortunately, I never saw it against the deck, so it was what it was. But I was very happy to have it for all my other matches. Then for the mandatory part of the Brave package, we played the 2 Rights, the 1 Draco back, and the 1 Faithful. Standard, I wouldn't change anything. Wouldn't even think about upping this to 3. But, you know, draws the card, so gotta be aware. Then for consistency, because as you saw, we are playing a large, unfortunate number of bricks, we play Prosperity. This, sometimes, honestly, you play like a lot of engines, so you tend to have a lot of gas in hand. So it feels always fun when you activate this for 3 or even 6 and they Ash, and then you just say, okay, activate Brand of Fusion. Like, honestly, a lot of times you use this as your Ash checker. And if you use it for consistency, it's always good to have. Then the honorable mention MVP
Tell him we don't need it.
Hey, man. All I know is my
I would have
Gradles.
won a single game today without this card.
Hey, clutch.
This card paid my bills tonight.
Hey, that card paid my rent. So I like it. Obviously, have to whenever I'm playing one of my Gradles. Everything triggers when destroyed by battle. So I'm trying to simplify the game state after making a bunch of obnoxious cards to out. And that was pretty much it for the main deck. Now onto the side.
A bunch of stuff I never even summoned.
The
That
extra
last card's so good.
Yeah. I'll start off with Super. Since we're playing Super Poly, we're playing a bunch of Super Poly targets. I mean, probably more than your average person. We're playing some weird ones too, which I'll explain. But for the most part, those right there were our Super Poly targets. Now, Bureau Standard. These two tend to give you most coverage in almost any matchup. This I wanted to have against not only branded, but because I'm making a bunch of fusion monsters myself, this almost always comes up. This was the surprise clutch today. A lot of people don't expect it. This card right here, if you have a Synchro, Xyz, and a Link. Like, sometimes you just eat up a whole Mana Dome board and they can't even respond with the counter trap, you know. If they end on the Xyz, I believe that Hope Harbinger that negates a Barone and an Appaloosa, and you just super poly all three, and they're like, huh, what target? And you show them this, everybody always gets confused. Also, its on summon effect does come up too. There's just a surprise utility, people weren't ready for it, and honestly, probably most clutch Super Poly target that people don't know about.
Spice, man.
Yeah, always gotta have spice ready.
For real.
Quest, man, everybody knows I'm not trying to lose to Mana Dome.
Shout out to
playing
Davey
that
for that
combo.
one.
That's a mine actually, but it's always good to see. Then for the branded package, obviously 2 Rebellion, 2 Albion, and 2 Mirror Jade. The second Mirror Jade almost really never came up, but I wouldn't change anything about it. This is simple, common, everybody knows what it is. Then the 1 DPE. I mean, honestly, today this card was walling up, man. It was surviving. Sometimes we had to be on skill drain in this, or this pop a Gradle take. Sometimes the recursion was super important, and the additional effect with the other 2 Destiny Heroes to let you draw 2. Love to see it. Then some pretty standard stuff. Dragoon wins games, you know. Sometimes Dragoon in the back row is enough to hold you down. Dark, there's so much in this format. I'm scared with Dragon Link and things like that. I was really happy that it was there, and man, we're not trying to lose to Ori's Heart. Sometimes you just gotta take that, man. And shout out to my boy Miles for getting me an ulti one for my birthday. Love him, appreciate him. That's it for the extra deck, and moving on to the side deck. So we have 3D barriers. I know I have higher already, but don't judge me. You know, we did what we did.
Hey, man, it's getting you there.
Hey, turn skip if it resolves. We have obviously back row hate, more back row and monster hate, clutch. I was scared with Dragon Link and friends, so even if someone was playing Sprite or whatever, I didn't want to read what your board did. I just wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So always good to have, and the matchup checks. So I like these, especially with Dragon Link themselves running around, hitting their own targets or interacting was really clutch. Honestly, there's nothing really I would change in the side. I probably would have cut down on some cards in the main, you know, trying to cut down and make the consistency a little bit better. But beyond that, you know, no, nothing else I would change.
All right, man. Congratulations. What was your end record for today?
So pretty much afterward, by the end of round 5, I finished 4-1, and then I played out top 8, which I won, and then I lost in top 4.
Okay, no problem, man. Congratulations. I hope we see you on the channel 1. I'm proud of you. You know, you've been cooking with the sauce. And I'm glad you're here, man. You've been on your Lil Wayne run. Oh, man,
Great in a minute.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.